I'm on question number 5 on the worksheet. This one said, first of all, we want it written as a cosine, and remember, the amplitude, the vertical shift, and the change in period are the same regardless of whether it's a cosine or whether it's a sine. The only thing that changes is when is the phase shift. So the first thing I did, one thing you want to notice here, every time they're counting, they're actually counting by a half of a block. So I don't know if that was one of the issues. So if I start all the way down here, that's a -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and all the way up to 5. That total distance is 6. Halfway in the middle would put me at 3 units. Or if we need to, we said to find that, that's the average. So 5 plus -1 over 2 is 4 over 2, which is 2. And again, if I counted it out, I knew the total distance was 6, half of that distance would be 3, and I can count up 1, 2, and 3. That's how I got the 2, and then I got that amplitude of 3 as well. Next, if I'm doing a cosine, 2 different ways I could do this. One, I could have actually everything be the same, but have a cosine with a -2 pi phase shift. Or, if you notice what I did, there's a negative right here. The other thing is to notice it actually starts at the minimum, and to get, instead of starting at the maximum, to start at the minimum, we have that negative sitting out in front to get that reflection. And then finally, we're looking at the period. To get from this point all the way to this point, it's going from -2 pi to 2 pi, so my period is 4 pi. So let's put that formula down. The period is equal to 2 pi times A. I know my period is 4 pi equals 2 pi A. I'm going to divide to get A by itself, and we end up with A is equal to 2, which is that value in the denominator. Now if instead I wanted to do it as a sine, that means I need to shift it all the way to right here. That way the intersection of my phase shift, my vertical shift, also intersects with that sine curve. So in that case, as I said, vertical shift is still 2, amplitude is still 3. Maybe this is where some of you are wondering where I got that from, and that's a good question. This one actually should be 2. So when I go and simplify this, I should have multiplied by 1/2 over 1/2 instead. That would give me, I can squeeze down on here, that would give me 1/2 x minus pi over 2. Maybe that was the issue in here and I fixed it for you. If there's still further questions, put that back on the discussion board, but hopefully that helps clear up. First of all, there was a mistake, and if you weren't sure how I was getting those phase shift, or if you had a phase shift of 2 pi, then that should be able to help you out as well.